Here we have a new 2025 Ford F-150. This one is a Raptor, comes in carbonized gray metallic. And then we have the black Recaro seats, love those. Powertrain consists of a 3.5 liter high output twin turbo V6, and that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And yeah, this one's very aggressive. Love the stance. To the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up, but my goodness, I love the front end here, down to the skid plate. Everything is just super aggressive. Down here to the wheels, these are gonna be 17s, and they're beautiful, they really are. The all-terrain tires, 37s, it's a beast. Now we get passive keyless entry on the front. Door panel here, one-touch up and down windows for the front, regular power windows on the back, power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors in them. And then we do have our rear window locks there. 3 different memory seat functions, unlock, lock, B&O sound system, plenty of storage in the door panel. Hood release there, we get an electronic parking brake, power adjustable pedals, and then we can adjust the lift gate or the tailgate here, headlamp and fog light controls, the lights on the side mirrors, auto stop toggle, and then brightness for the gauge cluster. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. Now I do want to give a huge thanks to Ford of Franklin for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But we can fold these seats up. Let's hop in here. I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so sitting behind myself, space is incredible. Seat back pockets on both sides. 2-stage heated outboard seats, rear AC vents, 12 volt there, and then we have a 120 volt 3-prong household plug-in, that is a 20 amp, and then 2 USB-C charge ports right there. And there's a look at the front. Sunshade for the panoramic roof. And then middle seat folds down, bottle holders are there. And then actually, if you want to hang a whole uniform here, that's a very sturdy hook. And there are your lights. And child locks right there. Fuel filler. And as we come around to the back end here, LED tail lamps. And a nice sound from the exhaust. And as we let the tailgate down, look over here, we do have 2 120 volts. And you can see the output there. And then LED lights in the back. But I love having the auto or the power up and down tailgate. One of my favorite features on a pickup truck. Rear passenger side here. If you need the lower anchors for the car seats, there they are. And then kind of hard to see the window sticker through this tent, but sticker price is $94,705. And then fuel economy is 14 city, 18 highway, and 16 combined. Power front passenger seat gets 2-way power lumbar. Nice wide side pocket here. Lockable glove compartment. There's a lot of stuff in there, so I'm not going to open all the way. And then you have the top pocket as well if you want to utilize that. Now as we come back around to the front end here, there's that high output 3.5 liter EcoBoost. And I'm gonna set the lights here. First the blinkers. And then I'm gonna turn on the side mirror LEDs here. But now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So love the wrap steering wheel here. Feels fantastic, very thick padding, and just feels aggressive again. There's the horn. Now, I'm gonna go right into the camera here. When you pull the camera up, I used this and, actually I'm lying, what did I use? I used this button down here. So pull that up, it gives you the front camera, and then you can actually zoom in to each side here from the bird's eye perspective and kind of see how close you're getting to certain things. And then you can even see where the tires are headed based on how you turn the steering wheel. So I like that feature. You can also adjust the parking sensors from here as well. But for audio, we do get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. Navigation system here. So go to the menu, you can do all of that if you so choose. There are your apps, settings. Go to the general settings, you can fool with the language, temperature units, measurement units, tire pressure units. And then you have your sound, you can adjust that as well. Now you always have the temperatures up here in the top corners, which is pretty cool because you have buttons and knobs down below. So as you're adjusting it, it kind of gets big for you in the middle as you adjust either side. And then you have your 3-stage heated cooled seats along with your heated steering wheel here. Traction control, hazards, 3 stages of auto for the fan speed. And then your features like your Pro Power on board, driver assistance, all of that you can fool with here. And you have the option to kind of go through this and a few options to just keep a look at. And I like how they're able to put that in there. It's not really taking up the space I need for the screen. It's just kind of there when I feel like looking at it, depending on what I want. But 12 volt here, another 3-prong, 20 amp. You can cut the whole system on or off here for the AC. And then you have your drive modes here, so you get a ton of those. Slippery, tow haul, sport. And then you have the normal, off-road, Baja, and then the rock crawl. But you can push this in for the rear differential lock, full 4-wheel drive, trailer brake controller, your Pro trailer control there. And I forgot to show you, have a little storage up here. And then down here you can stow all of this, nice kind of carbon fiber look, and a wireless charging pad, a USB-C, USB-A duo there. Bottle holders, and then for the shifter, hit the brake, press the button on the back, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you have your manual mode, and you can use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel to go through those. And then you can fold that down into the center console and then fold this out for a workspace. And then open it up, pretty good size storage there with a removable tray and 2 USB-C charge ports. Aux switches are here, sunglasses holder, sunroof controls, as well as a control for the power sliding rear window. And I'll just show you that now while I open the roof. A lot of sliding going on there. Open and shut that. And then let's see what it does. One touch. Hit it a second time, goes that far back. Now back to the steering wheel itself, you do have the blinkers on the left side here, automatic wipers, low, high, and then you have your front fluid there. Your high beams can be toggled there. And then volume controls here, voice recognition, trackless radio station presets, and then you have your exhaust, 4 different exhaust modes there, Baja, quiet, normal, sport, suspension, or the damper suspension, normal, sport, and then you have the off-road, and then click this for the steering. You can control that from normal, comfort, and sport. And then this menu button, hit this to go back to the main menu, and then you can see, you can control the heads-up display, fuel economy, trip meter, the Raptor info, which is pretty cool. You can see all of what's going on there. Off-road status, etc., tire pressure monitors. And then you have your settings and your vehicle maintenance. You can go through here and fool with that, configure the gauges, all that. Now, left side up top, that's the R. That configures the My mode. You have the adaptive cruise. When that's set up, you can adjust the gap for that here, and then turn the lane keeping system on or off, set the speed, cancel, resume. And your push button starts here. Heads up display right in front of you. And then finally, we have the key fob with remote start, and then we can also power raise and lower that tailgate with this button here. But now to the fun part. Let's go ahead and take this 2025 F-150 Raptor out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Raptor here, it definitely feels different than a typical F-150, just how it sets, how it rides, just the presence it has overall. And in a good way, it doesn't feel that different, but in all the good ways, it feels like night and day. Just again, from how it sits to how it rides, how it looks. But you can still tell this is an F-150. But this high output 3.5 EcoBoost is nothing to play around with. But you definitely want to make sure that you have it in sport mode and everything turned up if you want to get that Raptor feel. Because this thing still drives like a normal pickup on a regular basis if you keep it in normal. But I mean, it's still not, what I like about it is it doesn't feel like something I couldn't daily drive. It feels good, relatively easy to handle comparably to a regular F-150. You basically just get, again, a different stance, the 37-inch tires, the high output V6, and just a bad truck all the way around. Now the truck I have everything in sport mode now. So again, it feels very aggressive, very strong. But still, I don't feel like I'm in an aftermarket truck. I don't feel like I have a lift. I don't feel like I have 37-inch tires, things of that nature. So Ford did a really good job of just tuning this for people who want an everyday driver, but who also want a Raptor. Just they did a really good job of giving you all these different ways to configure it. So from the dampers to the steering feel, depending on what you're wanting, you're able to configure it the way that you want. But the sound, even with the sport exhaust, not even having the Baja on, is very cool. Now I do want to give one more thanks to Ford Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Here we go. It gets up to speed quickly. It doesn't feel as fast, but I mean, it pulls, it really does. And I didn't even have my foot close to being down. Let's give it a pull from about 50 here. That's pretty good. But I mean, for the money, I do think you have quite a bit to work with here. You have an off-road truck, you have a Baja truck, you have a sports truck, really. But then on top of that, you also have something that can be relatively practical compared to other pickups on the market. Specifically if you're gonna be driving around the city a lot. But again, for $95,000, it's definitely not cheap, but I really like what all comes in this package. The looks are great, the interior feels nice, and it's a high output twin turbo V6, so no complaints there. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Ford F-150 Raptor.